Hey, it's Andy. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're also doing some good. Today we're here with Fred Macias. Fred is a realtor, and Fred is going to walk us through everything it takes to become a realtor, the challenges of the real estate business itself, the ups and downs, and some of the great things, and we're starting right now.
As a realtor, which is a little bit different than a real estate agent, it means that I'm a member of the National Association of Realtors. Minor difference, same role. What I do specifically is help people buy and sell residential real estate. I do sometimes get involved in commercial real estate, so I have been involved with multi-unit apartment dwellings above 4 units. I also do property management, and I've been involved with and starting to become more involved with commercial real estate sales. That includes many things, including industrial, residential, retail, but what I'm focusing on is residential multi-unit buildings above 4 units. There's a lot of due diligence that goes into it on my part. What disclosures have they not told me about? What's on the other side of the property line? Are there any easements? These are things that I have to go into the city to investigate. Are there HOAs? Do they have issues with the HOAs? Are there legal issues? What really drives that neighborhood sales? What's happening in the market right now nationally, in that state, down to the city, that neighborhood? Is there any development that is occurring within that neighborhood or around it that might be noise-based? I can then execute a marketing plan. Print media to social media, that video and how it all gets distributed out, and there's a timeline to this, leading up to putting it on the market. Escrow is going to take about 30 days. I start getting many more people involved at that point. There's the escrow officer, the loan officer, the buyer's agent, the buyer themselves, my seller. We're handling about 180 different touch points. In any case, whether I'm doing commercial or residential, I help the individual person or entity, it might be an LLC or something like that, go from the beginning of the process all the way from identifying properties or evaluating the property for sale, all the way to close of escrow. That's the key. The greatest thing about this job is that feeling you get when you've closed escrow, and along the way, when your client's looking at you, or you're talking on the phone, and you sincerely feel that gratitude from them about the effort that you put into this work to make things happen, to make it smooth and easy for them, to remove the drama from your client, and that's what we're here for. That's the most gratifying part, is when we get those moments of gratitude and sincerity from our clients. The most challenging aspect of the job for me, and I think you might get some different answers from people on this, is to remain consistent in marketing. The marketing in this business is critical, and to keep it consistent is a challenge because it's an ever-changing market. So you have to be able to be consistent while changing the message in marketing in many different platforms. So that's my most challenging aspect. The kind of people that are good at this occupation are people that like to be around people, that like to work with people and problem solve, and don't mind a challenge and tend to be competitive. So if you were involved in sports and you like team sports, that would be a good one. In essence, the person needs to be entrepreneurial, so it doesn't have specific personality profiles that can succeed. The number one aspect to someone that does succeed is the one who is looking to have their own business and have control of the direction of their business. I would say that the folks that are not cut out for this kind of occupation are ones that want a very consistent work pace, and they want to be given tasks to do. They like to work inside of maybe an office environment and have a daily repetitive routine, perhaps. So those are the qualities of the one who wouldn't succeed in this occupation. Oh, that's something very important. You have to be willing to problem solve on the fly, and you have to expect the unexpected. So what it takes to be a realtor from a licensing perspective is very simple. You just need to be 18 years old. You take some classes. It takes about 135 hours, I think, total. And you need to take an exam, a state exam. And that's all it takes to become a licensed agent. You don't need any formal education. There are just a few classes you need to take. High school graduate is required, and that's it. If you want to really excel in this business, now I have an engineering degree, and that really helped me. Any kind of formal education is going to take you through a process of learning how to learn. And it will help you so much to be in an environment where higher education, you've dealt with dealing on teams, working on projects, being able to interact with professors, let's say teachers of some sort. So that whole environment of higher education will definitely help you maintain a referral base of business. I do know other agents that don't have formal educations. If they don't properly interact with people, their business will typically not be repeat business or referral business. In a given week, I'm doing responses to all kinds of calls, texts, emails from agents and prospects and existing clients. I'm doing a lot of scheduling of inspectors, appraisers, contractors, and I'm there typically for those appointments for a variety of reasons. I maintain a database, and I use something called the CRM, a client relationship management system. And I use it to do automation of email blasting and things like this. It also sends me information back when someone opens an email or a text and lets me know who it was. Budgeting is another thing, so you have to be on top of budgeting. And goal setting, some of the most important aspects. On a weekly basis, I'm looking at my goals and am I achieving them? And it's not just on the business side. It includes my family, spiritual, physical, trying to stay in shape, eating well. It's very important in this business as a realtor that you keep yourself in line. So don't go partying too much. A lot of realtors do that. Your first year, don't expect to make much money at all. There are people that, if you come in prepared with clients, then yes, you can make money. But generally, the average is about $60,000 a year. Now, you can easily make more than that by just working on a daily basis. You just do a typical workload. You can easily make $100,000. That's how I started. I made about that much money in my second and third year. From there, it went up and down. It depends how much effort you put into it. To start, you should consider joining a team or a brokerage that provides great training. And there are several out there. And in that case, your commissions are going to be significantly lower, as low as 50% commission off of the base commission from a sale. Number one thing I suggest to you is to find someone that you really respect and works hard. And I would suggest, if you can, work for them for free for a year. And if you can do that part-time and add value, you'll learn so much. That's my biggest advice to you. And then your income will go from there. But the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit in real estate world.